this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On second down, Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And King's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And his pass incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Breeze now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 38 yards on the scamper there. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Crosby with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. On third down, here's Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. He sets to fire deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 70 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A give to Kamara running right. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
Opposite. Much more two. I'm going to run you over. Hey, echo.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Breeze now after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Thomas the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. A final shot before half for Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. A gain there of 21 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Lazard. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with him. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. First and goal. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we... And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. Throwing on second and long. Breeze.
Hey, you got to pick that off.
Incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. Third down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Breeze going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Running with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And Gibbs got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. from 21 yards away, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Hey, Charlie!
Rodgers to throw. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They go back to the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New Orleans.
this magic.